Welcome back. It's been quite a while since my last post on R2D2. I've finished the dome pretty much and I've been working on the body. So in this last almost 2 years, I haven't been sitting idle. I've been working on a wooden version for his body. So this is the Solaris frame off of Astromech. Ian Hughes developed this. And then I took those files, modified it a bit because as you can see, what I've done is I've built an 232 system for this so that the center leg can come down, the outer legs can rotate 36 degrees so that he can automatically do that at a push of a button. That's what I'm hoping anyways. So I've got chains in here, I've got motors in here, I've got 3D printed parts, and hopefully that'll all work. I've done some testing and it seems like it is, but that's going to be for a totally different video. What I want to show you right now is how I'm going to put him on a stand so that I can work on him. So stands for R2 are very common, and people make them out of all sorts of things, and usually PVC piping that's all glued together. I had some MDF laying around that I wasn't using. This is 13 millimeters. It's just regular MDF, and I put it on a CNC to cut it out, but you could always cut this out on with just a table saw or a jigsaw for all the curves and whatnot. And it's just the right height so that when the leg comes down, there's enough clearance so it'll still be kind of dangling there so I can work on it. And speaking of the leg, the center leg, this is my version of the center leg, and it's all together, and I've got the outer legs done as well, but that's going to be a different video. I just put it together so that I could see if the motors that I'm using are strong enough to raise and lower this. Now, here is the skirt that I'm using. This is off of the files on Astromech, and I've bolted it together. I've glued and bolted it together. This is going to go underneath R2's body, and when I lift the whole thing up and put it on here, you can see the skirt just clears these little spacers here, and it'll hopefully sit nice and snugly right like that. So that's what this platform is for. I'm going to take you over to CAD. I'm going to show you how I designed that along with some of the other parts that go around here, like his body and whatnot, and then I'll show you a quick little montage of how I painted it, put it together. So let's go check that out. Here's the model of the platform that I designed for R2D2. It is just created in Fusion 360, and I can just show you what the skirt will look like once it's on there. So let's go to skirt, and you can see how it's going to fit in between these sections right here and over here. And if I have the body on top of that, it'll look like that. So that's basically my design. So what I normally do is, let me get rid of these. I'll design it here in Fusion, and then I will project that, say that face there, and then I will make a DXF file out of it. So basically what I do is, let me get rid of the bodies here, and let's just say this side. So click on that, get rid of that, there. So there's the side. So that's a projected sketch from that solid piece. And then what I will do is I'll right click here, I will export as a DXF, and then I'll open it up in my Vectric software to cut it out on the CNC. Now, if you're going to cut something like this out, you need to make sure that you dog bone. So you've got a 1/4 inch bit that's coming through here, and obviously a 1/4 inch bit can't make a 90-degree angle. So you're going to dog bone this corner out and all these corners out so that the bit can fit through. So I'll just show you what that looks like in my CNC software. Here's VCarve Pro. This is what I use on my CNC to cut out different objects in wood. And as you can see here, I've taken the file, the DXF file that I made, and I put these dog bones in the corners so that the bit can come in, get around here and cut that out properly. And same thing with these tabs that come up to join the top piece on. I was able to get this all to fit on a 29 inch across by 20 inch height and came up with the tool paths, and it all worked out pretty good. So that's basically what I do. I'll design it in Fusion 360 and then send it over to VCarve Pro. And what you could do is you could print these off. You could draw them up on a piece of plywood or whatever, or print them off and then trace them onto plywood. You can cut them out either way, but the CNC really helps. I'm just blessed to have one of those, so that's what I use. Well, thanks for watching this episode of my R2D2 build. I promise you it won't be another 2 years before I release my next video, which will probably be the kind of the frame and the 232 system. Until then, God bless you, and Lord willing, we'll see you real soon.